started with a flashback, and it is actually the flashback of the hardest scene to watch throughout the whole story. Worse than the rabbit death, worse than anything else. This part was. And the sad thing about this, we get to see that Julius was someone who actually respect what Subaru did. Because I can't remember exactly what happened, but they was talking wild about Amelia in that whole conference ceremony. And yeah, so we come to understand that Julius actually finds this very redeemable and honorable thing to do to, not let people talk or dismerch the people you love or people you respect. But since he's a knight, he sees that as not being able to fulfill his duty proper. It's just he feels that that's just not the proper way for a knight to act, and that's here nor there. But you find out that he actually respects Subaru for that, even though he gave Subaru the biggest ass beating I've ever seen from that situation. So there's a so Julius, how about you stop being an ass and just say what you really want? It's not that hard. So a man named Julius rushes the Sword Saint, and this is not gonna end well for him. And it's not that just because how strong the Sword Saint is, and he's not even using his full power, hopefully easily. And Julius has lost his contract, and that means he lost a lot of his power as well because it's crazy that him losing his name lost his contract, so that's still wild. So he needs to form a contract with that fox spirit that's possessing Anastasia right now. But they need to do that because I don't really know how they get past this at this point. So now Amelia steps up to run the fade with Reed, and in a typical Amelia fashion, she doesn't think about things too hard. She's more of a feels and intuition person, and and guess what? She won. She her disposition was able to defeat Reed because he's a pervert, and he's when he's with a woman that he deems as beautiful, he's sloppy, and he's that's his weakness. So yeah, so Amelia gets the dub because of Amelia things. So good for her. So that leads to them passing the test, or at least to her passing the test, and only she can go up there now. So the next questions I have is why are those stairs so goddamn long? What's leading upstairs? And two, everybody else has to pass separately. So that's where things gonna get messy at this point because there's only so many times you can win that way. But I don't know. I digress. So yeah, typical Amelia dub. She just can't stop winning. All right. So now I'm at predictions and other things that I'm thinking about. So one is since Shula is it Shula? I can't remember. Shala. It's probably Shala. Can't remember exactly. But she's not watching anybody approaching the tower right now. So that means anybody can appear at the tower at this point. So that's a scary thing to be noted of that we can get a backdoored here. Also, the first test, the answer was you needed information outside this world, which is insane. And the second is to have strength so strong in this world, since you have to defeat a sword saint. And what's the third one? I can't even think of what the third test of the third trial is because how outstanding this is. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And also, we need Subaru to tell what's his face, a man named Julius, that fox spirit is the one living in Anastasia right now, and it's not her. And he needs to make a contract with the fox to get because the only way they're gonna pass the sword saint test is if they can get him to draw the heavenly sword. That's what I'm thinking. Could be wrong, but because they don't win this. They don't. And anything else I could think of right now? Um, I don't know. That's all I got for now. But yeah, it's just that's the only way I can see them getting past the test is them putting both spirits into contracts and then trying to get Reed to actually take them seriously. That's what the test is because they don't win. So yeah, those are my thoughts and thank you if you did stop by.